Welcome to part 1 of Do Not Carry a Cross. When you are told or shown a lie for many years, you will believe it. These images are a lie that has brainwashed most of the world for centuries. This falsehood has brainwashed many into worshipping a cross and the false Messiah. For these people, an idol, which is the cross, is their God. And they don't realize that. Many have killed and died for a piece of wood. If they had bothered to read the eyewitness accounts and pictured what had actually taken place, then they would not have been fooled. I've made a video based on the lie and the truth, and now you can be a witness and decide on what the facts are. Let's have a look at the video. Just as everybody has been deceived, let's place the 3 crosses in a row next to each other. Let's bring in the soldier. I break the first man's legs. I break the second man's legs. I come to YAHUSHA, but you're not YAHUSHA. Where is YAHUSHA? Oh no, I made a mistake. I better bounce out of here. Yeah, you're right. I'll never make Hollywood. There's a Dr. Bullinger. In his companion Bible, noted this analogy and came up with an ingenious, if impractical, solution. To prove his theory, he states that the scripture refers to 2 robbers and 2 criminals. And therefore, there were 2 robbers on one side and 2 criminals on the other. But a robber is a criminal, and not all criminals are robbers. Furthermore, YAHUSHA was either in between the 2 robbers or the 2 criminals. There's no scriptures that says that there was a robber on one side and a criminal on the other, let alone 4 men. Poor Dr. Bullinger was doing what most deceived people were doing, and that is to keep their Messiah on the cross. But clearly, it has to be one execution stake or gallows. But it would be absurd to believe that it was one cross or upright stake. That could have 3 men hanging on it with their crossbeams. There simply would not be enough room. It's still debatable whether it was a Roman soldier or the temple priest that broke the legs. Nevertheless, no soldier would have skipped a person and then walked back. The men's legs would have been broken in an orderly manner. Besides that, it would have been very significant if YAHUSHA was skipped, and the witnesses would have definitely recorded that. So whether it were crosses or stakes in a straight line, according to the witnesses, they could never have taken place. Let's look at the only solution to the eyewitness testimonies. We will have to take a tree, take off the branches, and hang 3 men on the tree. Let's bring in the soldier again. I break the first man's legs. I break the second man's legs. I break this man is already dead. I don't have to break YAHUSHA's legs. Let's have a look at what Luke says in Luke 23 verse 33. And then they came to a certain place. Take note that which is called Skull. They executed him there, and those doers of evil, one indeed, at his right and one at his left. There's no mention of crosses or a tree, but when we look at the meaning of the word indeed, according to Strong's G3303 and its root word G1161, we understand that indeed means that the men were literally on YAHUSHA's right and left side of him, and not far away from him. Most translations do not have the word indeed in this verse. If they did, then it would disprove the false belief of the three crosses. John was another witness. In John 19 verse 31, John writes that he saw three bodies on one tree. Even in the perverted Bibles, they say cross and not crosses, which clearly indicates one execution stake or gallows, which, as proven, can only be a tree. The other fact that is worth noting is that the three men had a conversation, and it is highly improbable they'd been in so much pain that they would have had a conversation over a minimum of 9 meters. Whilst on a tree, it is most probable that they could have spoken to each other when being within 2 meters of each other. This is the true picture of the cross, which you have been deceived into believing in. The symbol of a cross, or three crosses, has nothing to do with the scriptures. The doctrine of the cross is part of the doctrine of demons of the Roman roots movement. The sooner that you stop believing in the cross and get it out of your life, the sooner that you'll become spiritually alive. I trust and pray that you'll make the correct choice. Shalom.